James Gunn, how are you?
I'm pretty good.
I have a visual slideshow for you. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Why am I here from Detroit to interview you? Because that's me at 5 years old.
Wow.
Okay, which started it all.
Look at that.
Which led me to have this Fortress of Solitude office at home.
Oh, that's today?
That's my house.
Oh,
yeah.
that's amazing.
All right, so there you go. Which led me to have a brief role playing myself in Batman v Superman.
Oh, my God.
Which led me to bringing my date, Sarah Douglas, to New York when I took this picture of you too.
I remember that.
You remember
moment.
that one?
Yeah.
That's Ursa.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I remember that. That was so cool meeting her. Yeah.
Which got me excited enough to, yes, I now have a crypto on the other end of my office.
Oh, my God. Look at that.
And if,
wow.
And if that isn't exciting enough, your brother's very nice to me.
Oh,
there you go.
No, he's an asshole. I liked it all except for that last one.
And when you were interviewed by Michael Rosenbaum in his podcast, he has a Lex Luthor signed poster from Gene Hackman.
That's right.
And I gave that to him from Gene.
Good day, everyone. And let me throw a question straight at you. When did having hope, kindness, and optimism become controversial? Because right now, James Gunn's Superman is being treated online like he personally canceled Christmas. Fans are furious, comment sections are on fire, and DC is once again trending for all the wrong reasons. So today, we are unpacking why James Gunn's new Superman direction has sparked outrage, panic, and a full-blown fandom meltdown, and whether DC is actually in serious trouble this time. Quick favor before we jump headfirst into the chaos, if you enjoy sharp Hollywood breakdowns without the fluff, hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell. A massive chunk of viewers are not subscribed yet. It is free, takes a second, and genuinely helps Stats In keep going. Thanks if you did. Now, let us get messy. Alright, context first, because this did not come out of nowhere. James Gunn is not just directing a Superman movie. He is rebooting an entire cinematic universe that has struggled to find its footing for over a decade. DC has had hits, sure, but consistency? That has been about as reliable as a weather forecast 5 weeks out. So when Gunn steps in and says, "We are starting fresh," and Superman leads the way, expectations shoot through the roof. And then the details start trickling out. This Superman is younger. He's more emotionally open. He believes in people. He leads with compassion rather than intimidation. And suddenly, social media reacts like someone replaced Batman's cave with a yoga studio. A loud section of fans argue this is not the Superman they grew up with. They want grit. They want brooding. They want a Superman who looks permanently annoyed by humanity. In short, they want the symbol of hope, but only if he looks miserable wearing it. Here's where things escalate. Gunn has openly talked about Superman representing kindness and moral clarity in a world that's increasingly cynical. That sounds harmless, right? Wrong, apparently. Online critics accuse him of making Superman soft, preachy, or out of touch with modern audiences, which is ironic considering the entire point is to reflect modern values. Transition here because this is where the conversation shifts from movie criticism into identity crisis territory. DC fans are not just reacting to this movie. They're reacting to years of disappointment, scrapped projects, confusing timelines, characters introduced and forgotten faster than streaming passwords. So when Gunn says, "Trust me, this time it will be different," some fans fold their arms and say, "We have heard that before." Now let's gawk tone, because tone is everything. Gunn's Superman is deliberately steering away from the darker aesthetic that dominated previous DC films. This is not endless destruction and gloomy color grading. This is brighter, warmer, more human. And for some fans, that feels like a betrayal rather than a refresh. The irony, DC originally became popular because Superman was not Batman. He was the contrast. He inspired instead of intimidating. Over the years, that distinction blurred, and now Gunn is unblurring it. That should be a win. Yet here we are. Now add casting to the fire. David Corenswet has the look. Tall, classic, old-school heroic, and that alone has become controversial. Some fans argue he looks too perfect, too clean, not tortured enough. Imagine criticizing Superman for looking like Superman, only online. But Gunn is playing a long game. This casting choice signals intention. This is not a one-off film. This is the foundation of a 10-year-long plan. Which brings us to the real fear driving all this anger. What if this fails? If Superman underperforms, DC doesn't just lose one movie. The entire reboot loses credibility. Every future project gets questioned. Every casting announcement feels shaky. Gunn knows this, and so do fans, even if they're expressing it through rage tweets and dramatic thumbnails. Let's be honest for a moment. Hollywood is allergic to risk. Gunn choosing hope as the core theme is risky. Writing humor without undercutting sincerity is hard. Writing optimism without slipping into cheese is harder. And doing all this while launching a shared universe, that's cinematic tight-walking without a safety net. But here's the counterpoint that rarely gets attention. Playing it safe already failed. DC tried copying darker tones, bigger stakes, louder explosions, and the results were mixed at best. Gunn changing direction is not recklessness, it's recalibration. The fans who are furious are not wrong to care. Passion is not the problem. The problem is assuming that discomfort equals disaster. Sometimes franchises need to make viewers uncomfortable to grow. Now let's address the elephant in the room, the word political. Anytime a character shows empathy, the internet grabs that label. But Superman has always been political. He was created as a response to injustice. He protects the powerless. He stands up to authority when it fails. That's baked into the DNA. Gunn is not injecting politics. He's removing the filter and letting the values speak clearly. Whether audiences accept that or reject it will shape DC's future. So, is DC in trouble? Short answer, not yet. Long answer, this movie will decide whether DC becomes confident again or retreats into reboot purgatory. Gunn's Superman is a statement, a gamble, a refusal to chase trends. And while the internet screams now, history shows that bold choices age better than safe ones. The real verdict won't come from comment wars. It will come when audiences sit down, watch Superman choose kindness in a cruel world, and decide whether that still matters to them. Thanks for watching Stats In. See you in the next one.
Family group chats in under 10 seconds. And somehow, a man in a cape has found himself at the center of it all. Quick favor before we charge full speed ahead. If you're enjoying Stats In and want more sharp breakdowns like this, hit that subscribe button and click the notifications bell. Most viewers watch but never subscribe. It is free, takes a second, and genuinely helps us keep the lights on. Thank you if you did. Now, let us get into it. The controversy erupted when James Gunn described his upcoming Superman as hopeful, compassionate, and yes, socially aware. Harmless traits, one would think. However, in today's political climate, describing a character as kind is apparently a gateway drug to ideological warfare. Critics online immediately slapped the label woke on the project, as if Gunn had personally replaced Superman's cape with a